Hello everyone, it's Alan here and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is quite special because I'm finally heading back to my home country, Zimbabwe. I have been in China for the past 5 years, and in those 5 years I haven't been home since. Thanks to COVID and all the things that happened in between. It's been quite the journey and I'm very excited to be going back home to see my family and friends. So welcome to my journey back home to Harare, Zimbabwe. We started pretty early, took a taxi to the train station, and it's just amazing how huge train stations in China are. Because of the weather, it was delayed for about 20 minutes, but it was just fine. I had a 3-hour layover in Beijing until I get to my airline, and it was now time to get in the train. And in China, you just need to scan a code if you've already bought a ticket, and off you go. China has around 40,000 kilometers of high-speed rail, and this journey is going to be 1,000 kilometers from Xi'an to Beijing, and traveling time is 4 hours. So here you have to walk to your platform and also look for your carriage number so that the process gets easier for you to find your seat. So yeah, we had to wait a little bit because this train was originally coming from Chengdu and passing through Xi'an. So stopping time would be around 4 to 6 minutes. In other smaller cities, it stops for at most 2 minutes. So you always have to be there in time or you miss your train. So if you're taking Chinese trains, if you have luggage, there are some luggage compartments where you can put your bigger bags, and the smaller ones you can always put them in the overhead compartments. So this is one of them, and you can also put them just behind the last seat. That would be just fine. You can just imagine how smooth this train is. People can go around without feeling any jittery or anything. And yeah, Chinese fast trains are really fast. This one is going at 350 kilometers an hour. So as I say, the journey is 1,000 kilometers and only 4 hours to complete. It is really an amazing engineering marvel. I'm now in Beijing. It's been very hectic. Xi'an all the way 4 hours, and it was delayed. And then we had to get another subway to get to the airport. But all good. Just passed through security. Now going for immigration. So now it was time to take my plane from Beijing to Qatar. It was going to be a 9-hour flight. It was going to be a very long one, but I was very excited to be going back home. So 9 hours later, we had reached Qatar, and I had a layover of around 2 or 3 hours. So I had time to look around and also get something to eat. There were quite a lot of people, as usual, but good vibes all the time. So now this was the last leg from Qatar to Zimbabwe. We're going to pass through Zambia, Lusaka, for just a layover, I think an hour, and then from there we arrived in Harare. I was very excited and a little emotional as well, that after all this long I'm finally going back home. Yeah, this was it, the last leg to Zimbabwe. So only my sister knew that I was coming. So she was the one who was going to come and pick me up at the airport. So my mom, my dad, and all my family had no idea that I'm coming back. And I wanted to surprise them. So I was very happy to be back and also wanted to see their reaction when they see me back at home. So finally we had arrived in Harare, and after a tussle with the customs about the drone, I had to get a license for a drone as well. And yeah, off I was. And back in Zimbabwe, that's my sister. She came to pick me up, and we went to the first stop to see my mom. So, before we see her reaction, a little bit of a backstory. So last year, in August, I received a very sad message, a very scary message actually, from my sister saying that mom has been admitted. And my first question was, admitted? What do you mean? So apparently she had a mild stroke. It was a very scary time for me and everyone in the family. I was quite busy at the time, but you couldn't do anything else than just focus on how she's doing. So luckily, thanks to God, she managed to recover in that week. Of course, she didn't recover fully, but she was able to go back home after 2 days. Considering our health sector in Zimbabwe, it was such a miracle. And I thank the Almighty for all that. So from August until February, she has recovered a lot and she has been able to go back to work. Of course, her speech is a bit lagging, but she has made great improvement. So this was a very emotional time for me to see her and for her to see me after all this had happened. So enjoy, and it's always good to be back home.
Can't wait to see Mama's reaction.
I want to see. She will cry. I know she's going to cry.
I know. I know.
She's going to cry. My trail is actually going to the same way.
He was watching you.
Yeah.
Hey, Nana.
Yep.
Madam Churi,
look for her. That's not her.
Pana block room. Mama bench. Class chingan. H3. Thank you, ma'am.
Vura uyu.
Idenda fana tete.
Wakutorekoda.
Download.
Unorekoda straight kuita kubendless. It has to be straight. Tanga. Okay, here we go. Short hair. Who's that? Hello. What did I say? What did I say? That was a surprise. That's Rica. What did I say? What did I say? You okay? What did I say?
All right.
What about?
Really sweet.
Hey. What did I say? Are you okay? What about? Musa chebe gonda to rigazo. What about?
I'm fine.
Me too. Don't cry, Gana. Yeah. Don't cry. I wanted to surprise you. What do you say? Huh?
Chiri kuita.
It's good. Good to see you. How is work going?
This is my second born. China.
Nice.
Masimba, I'm Olan. This is man. No one knows. No one knows. Ruvambe.
You are putting on weight.
Come on, it's just the clothes I'm wearing.
All right. Fine.
Ita, mimi mbele hizo basi. Tuko naye pale.
All right.
Sari mutendere.
Yeah.
Chimbogara. Tokubata. So after surprising my mom, we're off to the next station. I was going to surprise my mom's sister, and we were going to surprise her again at her workplace. So we're very eager to see how she's going to react, and enjoy the video. So after all this, I went around the country, went to see relatives, went to Victoria Falls, and I will add that in another video. It was a very good time back in Zimbabwe, and it's always amazing to be back home. So watch out for my next videos when I show you where I went and what we did in those particular areas. So yeah, see you in the next one.